The Scottish Government is likely to miss what it described as its world-leading climate change targets, according to a report by independent experts. The UK Committee on Climate Change says more work will need to be done if greenhouse gas emissions are to be cut significantly by the end of this decade. The First Minister, Alex Salmond, says he will listen to what the experts have to say. But our correspondent Raymond Buchanan has more details. Raymond.
Well, Jackie, it was hailed as Scotland setting an example to other countries across the globe. The target was to get greenhouse gas emissions down 42% by 2020. So with just a few years to go, will ministers meet that ambition? Well, probably not, according to their official advisers. The latest Committee on Climate Change report suggests it's likely the target will be missed. Remember this? 1990, an important year for climate scientists. This is the year the Scottish Government has chosen to measure their environmental progress by. The target, which they always told us was ambitious, is to make sure emissions in 2020 are 42% lower than they were when these vehicles were on the road. Progress has been made. Wind farms have popped up in areas across the country, producing renewable energy. This, the Climate Change Committee say, is important. But they also say this kind of progress won't be enough, something environmental campaigners agree on.
What we shouldn't be doing is relying on the downturn in the economy to fix the planet for us. What we need to see is concerted effort from the Scottish Government to meet its own proposals and its own policies on tackling climate change. Otherwise, we're going to miss the targets that we've set in the Climate Change Act.
Alex Salmond was in Fife to hail the latest renewable energy development, which could see 500 jobs created by Korean firm Samsung. They plan to develop offshore wind technology. But the First Minister knows much more work needs to be done. He's to meet his world-leading targets. So as he promised, more than he can deliver.
We are more than a third of the way towards our climate change targets. That's a significant achievement, but obviously we take account of all advice from the Climate Change Committee.
In 2009, emissions went down, but that was mainly due to the recession, not something politicians will want to take credit for. But in 2010, emissions went back up. The main culprit is thought to be the cold weather. The committee also say there should be a national rollout of a scheme to reduce car journeys, but the first assessment of the Smarter Choices, Smarter Places scheme across 7 pilot areas found no areas where walking increased, no areas where cycling increased. Car journeys, though, did go down, but that was blamed on a slow economy. They weren't exaggerating, Jackie, when they said these targets were ambitious.
Thank you very much, Raymond.